underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. To throw is Watson on 3rd and 2. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Hyde. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. Again, it's Hyde. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and it's a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now McCoy. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch twins. Alert flare.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City 1st. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 31!
Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it's 3rd and 5.
Watch the screen. Check. Check 9.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. And Thomas has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He made his first attempt, this from 45. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bang, 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 bang. 41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check, 41. He can't hang. He's not getting 15. 41 mic.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.